Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it, honey. What's going on, everybody? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, okay? And we are here to get into some things. We got 5 stories to talk about for today, okay? But before we get into today's stories, okay, let's start off by talking about the things that I got coming up, okay? Now, first up is my up-and-coming collaboration with Playboy Marty. And for those of you who do not know who Playboy Marty is, he's a popular TikToker. He's from the same city as me. He has over 700,000 followers on TikTok. The followers includes Ari Lennox, Ari Fletcher, Kalani, and even Nicki Minaj is taking notice of him. And I know that he's about to fall out because he loves him some Nicki Minaj. Okay, so for those of you who don't know who Playboy Mighty is and you're a TikToker, please check into Playboy Mighty. He's very hilarious. Okay, I know that for a fact. Okay, now before we get into anything else, let's get into the promo for your favorite reality TV panel. Let's get into it. And that was the promotional video rather, for the third season of the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Okay, we will be returning and we will be talking about the Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives. Whenever either one of those shows come out, we will definitely be talking about them. And the lineup starts with this: Scotty by Nature TV, giving you the real tea; Josiah's World TV, Yocrates, Simply Sakina, and Really BTV. But don't you worry, because we have a new addition to the bunch, and that is Brandy Chanel, okay? Now, Brandy Chanel popped up on our panel as a guest panelist later on, late last season, in season 2 of the Potomac panel. She came along. You guys loved her. We all loved her. And we decided to add her as a 7th person to the panel. But don't you worry, because Reggie will be back as well as a guest panelist once again. But not only will Reggie be back as a guest panelist for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, me and Reggie have our own segment coming up called The Influence, okay? That will be coming this spring, okay? We've been talking about it since the beginning of the year, and it's coming out this spring. All we're doing is waiting for our theme music to be done, and we will be coming out. It will be pre-recorded episodes, so be on the lookout, because we will be discussing music. You guys have wanted me to do a musical, y'all wanted me to do a music segment for a while now, and we're finally here. It's just going to be me and Reggie talking about it, okay? But not only that, me, Terrence, and Josiah will be bringing back Roast and Review, but this time we'll be talking about Candy and the Gang. But Terrence came up with a perfect idea to also add Love and Marriage Huntsville to the lineup. So it's kind of like, we want to know, how do you guys feel about it? We put a poll up on my community wall. We want you guys to vote. Do you want us to do just Candy and the Gang? Do you want us to do just Love and Marriage Huntsville? Or do you want us to do both? We're going to come out with it, and Roast and Review will be back in full effect in March, okay? So be on the lookout for that, because Candy and the Gang comes out in March, and so does Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? So with that being said, everybody, let's get into today's tea. And the first story of the day, we'll be talking about Neo, who used to be one of my favorite singers in high school. And basically, before we get into anything, every article that I talk about on this particular episode of Yes for the Mess, 4 of those articles are all from the Jasmine brand, and there's only one that's from Love B. Scott, and that's the Wendy Williams article. But everything else comes from the JasmineBrand.com. So we're gonna start this thing off with Neo, who says that women are responsible for misogynistic R&B lyrics. If y'all want men to stop calling you bitches, stop dancing to the records. That's what Neo said. So we're about to get into this article, like I said, from the JasmineBrand.com, and we're going to read it, and then we're going to dissect it, all right? So let's get into it, okay? So Neo talks about misogyny in today's R&B music. Singer and songwriter Neo claims that today's R&B lyrics are anti-woman because that's what women allow. In a new interview, the Grammy Award-winning artist stated it's gotten super misogynistic, which I don't understand. And mind you, I can only blame us men halfway for that. Because as a woman, if a man sings the word bitch to you and you smile at him, then he's probably going to do it again. He continued, the more misogynistic the lyrics get, the more y'all accept it, the more it's going to happen. That's just kind of what that is. So, ladies, I love y'all to death, but if y'all want men to stop calling you bitches, stop dancing to those records, okay? Just last month, Neo commented on the indisputable shift in R&B music, and he said, I love you became you're my biatch. Now it's like, okay, we got to move on with the times, but at the same time, love is not a trend or a fad. It's not something that is supposed to go out of style. It's like saying water is going out of style. You know, you need it to live. All right. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So, do you agree with Neo? Now, here's what I got to say about that because I think he got a little bit of blowback for saying this, but I don't understand why. I don't. And I'm going to tell you why. I think he has a point somewhat. I think he does. Um, a lot of this, and I've even said this in the past. When it came out to be, when I was talking about the baby and I was talking about his disrespectful antics and his disrespect towards black women and stuff like that, and I was comparing his disrespect to the things that I say on my reviews, which I get a lot of blowback for, and all of that stuff, I be like, y'all come at me, and I just said this on my other video about Tommy. Y'all come at me for simply saying what I'm saying about Portia, Melody, Rashida, any black woman on a reality show that I've given the business to. Y'all say all this to me, but y'all can go out, y'all same women can recite every word to a Chris Brown song about these hoes not being loyal. Y'all can go out there and recite every word to Throw Baby. Sexy little bitch, sexy little hoe. I love the way you walk, I love the way you talk. Y'all know the words to all them songs. But yeah, y'all getting tested with me about a slight opinion about Portia being a home wrecker, or a slight opinion about Melody being manipulating and not completely an angel. Y'all get mad about stuff like that. So what Neo is saying is y'all want music to be about love and respecting of women, but yet y'all support these male singers that don't sing about that. They sing about bitches. They don't sing about women. They sing about bitches and hoes. And that's the music that gets the sales. But when you got an artist like Neo, or when you got an artist like Tank, you know what I'm saying, who sings about love and making love and things of that nature, they don't get no recognition. Neo did at one point in time, but that was during the era where it was still kind of acceptable to sing about a woman in a loving manner, not a woman in a side bitch manner, not a woman in a bitch manner, not a woman in a hoe manner. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're saying. That's what Neo is saying. The lyrics are misogynistic as hell. Yes, they are. A lot of these all these R&B males, they all have misogynistic lyrics. At least most of them do. But the women love them. And it's facts. Most of the people that listen to those type of songs are women. They do, and I think that Neo got a point. And a lot of the times, y'all get so mad at the person that's saying it, but y'all know that it's true. Neo got a point. I ain't mad at him for it. I feel the same damn way. If y'all want to be respected, y'all got to stop supporting disrespectful ass music that degrades y'all. Ever thought about that? You can't be going out preaching about black women this and black women that, but you listen to music that doesn't talk about you guys in the best light. It talk about you guys like a piece of meat. Like, it talks about you guys like y'all ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Remember that song by Dr. Drake, Bitches Ain't Shit? That's how they talk. That's how they think. That's what they talk about when they put out these, misogynistic lyrics. And we expect it from rappers. It's not okay, but we accept it from rappers. But when we listen to R&B, when we listen to an R&B dude sing a song, a ballad, we thinking about how people like Luther Vandross used to make lyrics like that, with never too much or so amazing or the closer I get to you. We thinking about men like Teddy Pendergrass that sing songs like "Turn Off the Lights" and "Close the Door." You know what I mean? We're thinking about Al Green with Love and Happiness. We're thinking about Luther Ingram with Loving You Is Wrong. Or we're thinking about James Ingram with I Don't Have the Heart or Just Once. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking about stuff like that. And even though Jodeci were bad boys, they still sung about it being forever my lady. They wasn't talking about y'all being bitches. They were saying forever my lady is like a dream. You're holding me close. You're keeping me warm. Is ecstasy? You know what I mean? Or you got songs like if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady's just a friend. Shit like that. You know, we don't have songs like that anymore because they won't get played on the radio. You know what I mean? If you want to hear songs like that, you got to listen to the urban adult stations. That's what you got to do. So it is what it is. So I don't have an issue with what Neil said at all, but I'm dying to know what you guys have to say about it. Okay. So now we're about to move on to the next Jasmine Brand article that I got here, which is about Chris Brown. Now, Chris Brown is facing battery allegations in Florida from two different women who claim that the rapper REPE them and DRUGGED them. Okay. So we're about to get into the article, like I said, which is also from the jasminebrand.com. So here we go. Now, Chris Brown is facing some serious allegations and is at the center of two separate alleged battery incidents. According to reports, Miami Beach police are investigating allegations of battery by two women against superstar Chris Brown, who is age 32. Both alleged incidents occurred more than a year ago. Reportedly, the first woman claims that she was drugged and raped by Chris Brown while attending a yacht party near Diddy's home on December the 30th, 2020. According to a police report, the second woman said that she decided to leave the party because she didn't feel comfortable. However, a couple of days later, she and a friend were invited to Chris Brown's Miami Beach hotel suite. Reportedly, there, Chris approached the unnamed woman, shoved one of his fingers, which had a powdery substance on it, in her mouth. The report continues that and claims that the woman blacked out for several hours and woke up in the suite without her friends or her cell phone. The woman filed a report with the Miami Beach police after reading about a lawsuit filed in January by the first alleged victim who attended the same yacht party. As previously reported, news broke out last month that a woman is suing Chris Brown for $20 million for allegedly drugging and raping her. According to the suit, the woman claims that she was REPED'd by Chris Brown after he served her drinks. The suit adds that the next day, the victim received a text from Chris ordering her to take a morning after pill. Both incidents are being investigated by the Miami Beach police. Chris Brown has yet to address the latest claims against him. However, when the initial story broke, Chris shared a message to his Instagram story claiming that the allegations in a civil lawsuit filed against him weren't true. Okay, so here we are with Chris Brown also being someone that's being accused of battery, just like Trey Songz are. And I don't understand these celebrity men now. I know that people are innocent until proven guilty. They most definitely are. They are innocent until proven guilty. But I'm just going to put myself in a situation to say this. Why do men with money and power and riches feel like they got to go through so many lengths just to get some? Like, you are Chris Brown. Do you know how many? I can only imagine how many women are throwing themselves at you at this particular moment. So you don't necessarily have to do the things that you're doing to get some cat. You don't have to do that. So why do you feel like you have to put shit in people's drinks, or why do you feel like you gotta take it? I'm pretty sure they would have given it to you if you wanted to, or if you make them feel comfortable enough, they would have given it to you. But instead, you gotta take it. I don't understand that, but it goes back to the power trip. It's like I feel like a lot of celebrity men feel like, bitch, how dare you tell me no? Like, I'm Chris Brown or I'm Trey Songz. How dare you tell me no? Like, I'm that nigga. Like, you can't tell me no. You know what I'm saying? That's how it comes across. But it's a lot of lawsuits going around. Like with the Trey Songz stuff, we talked about that last week. He got like so many cases against him right now. I think he got like 3 cases against him for the same thing. Women suing him for $20 million, and then now there's like allegations that a lawyer is like using these women to take down Trey Songz. And Trey Songz' brother even came out to defend him. I did a story about that. And then Chris Brown coming out saying that all these charges against him ain't true. So it's like, what? When there's smoke, there's fire. So what isn't true? What is true? Like, what's really going on? But like I said, I feel like we'll have more developments with this story at some point. But right now, we really don't have much to work with. All we got is the details. And like I said, he's still innocent and proven guilty. But I don't put nothing past none of these celebrity men at all, because they would do whatever they need to prove a point. That's how I feel. I ain't saying that he did it. I ain't saying that it's true. All of this is allegedly. I'm just giving you my personal opinion. Again, you never heard me say that he did it before anybody come up under my video telling me whatever happened in innocent until proven guilty. Because y'all tried that shit with me up under my Don Cornelius video, and all I ever said was, I don't put nothing past nobody. I'm gonna wait till the verdict come out and we're gonna see what it really is. Okay, so that's it on the Chris Brown stuff. Make sure y'all leave it down below and tell me what you think about it. But like I said, this is a premiere video, so I'm pretty sure y'all already talking in the chat, right? Okay, so next up we got Rob Kardashian and Black China. Now, apparently, Rob Kardashian is waving a white flag during his ongoing legal battle against Black China. Apparently, he had filed charges of assault against her, but now he's dropping the charges, okay? Now, again, this is another article from the jasminebrand.com, and we're about to get into it right now, okay? Not right now, but right now, all right? So, this article reads, okay? According to reports, Rob Kardashian, age 34, damn, he's just a year younger than me, he's just a year older than me, goddamn, recently filed to dismiss his lawsuit against his ex, Black China, who was age 33, without prejudice. Reportedly, a judge has already approved the former reality star's motion to drop the case. In a recent interview, Rob Kardashian spoke on dismissing his lawsuit and revealed that he did so for the sake of Dream Kardashian, his 5-year-old daughter that he shares with China-born Angela Wyatt. He said, "My love for Dream far outweighs my desire to proceed with my claims against her mother in a public trial." He added, "Now that the court has ruled that there is sufficient evidence to warrant a jury trial on my claim for assault, for our daughter's sake, I am dismissing the action and I am focusing on co-parenting with China." The trial for Rob's now dropped suit was scheduled to start next week. The dismissal comes after a judge denied his request to delay the start of the trial. As previously reported in 2017, Rob sued China for assault. According to the former Arthur George sock designer, while his ex was inebriated, she tried to strangle him with the iPhone charger cord. Rob also claims that China repeatedly struck him in the face and head. The cash only rapper has always denied those allegations and reportedly submitted unaired footage from Keeping Up with the Kardashians to the court that was filmed the day after the alleged attack, which she claims shows her ex unharmed. Despite Rob dropping his case, it doesn't look like he'll be breaking bread with China anytime soon. His lawyer recently addressed the dismissal case and said Rob Kardashian should have thought of his daughter bef- before he filed his malicious and baseless assault and battery lawsuit. Rob has sought to use his wealth and power via this lawsuit to smear China as a mother and even as a human being for more than 4 years. Rob dropped his case on the eve of the trial, not because he suddenly wanted to drop the case for the sake of his daughter, but because he knew that his assault and battery accusations against China were false. In other words, Rob's avoidance of the serious consequences of an adverse jury verdict is why he dropped his case, not his supposed concern for his daughter. They added that China will now seek relief from the court to make sure that Rob cannot refile his lawsuit and to make him pay for her substantial litigation costs. And that was the article from the jasminebrand.com discussing Rob Kardashian and Black China. And I will say that I could care less. I definitely could care less. I don't care. Like I don't. I don't care. Like I don't. Like um I was pretty sure that he dropped the case for another reason other than his daughter, and he wanted to focus on co-parenting. But the fact is, he dropped that case because he didn't have no substantial evidence, and he couldn't prove anything, and that it was a whole lie from the very beginning. That's why he dropped the case, child. That's the reason why he dropped the case. So, child, girl, bye Rob, and bye fucking Black China, because I don't care about now one of you. So it really don't even matter. But the China's lawyer was reading the hell out of Rob, talking about, oh, he didn't drop the case about the daughter. He dropped the case because he knew that he couldn't win the case, which is probably true for him to drop that case just a week shy of it. You know what I mean? But I guess shout outs to Rob and Black China for moving on and moving forward and just thinking and just trying to co-parent with their daughter. That's all I can say about that. Next up is Keke Wyatt, child. Keke Wyatt is pregnant once again with her 11th. Yes, 11th baby. Okay. So we about to get into this right now, child. Cause girl, this Octomom is a mess. But congratulations are in order for Keke Wyatt and her husband Zechariah David Daring. After a little more than 2 years after welcoming their 10th child, soul singer Keke Wyatt has revealed that she and her husband are expecting yet again. The 39-year-old songstress took to her Instagram account earlier this morning to make the special announcement and share her adorable family photos. On the post, she says, "My husband Zechariah and I are proud to announce our family will be adding a plus one to the Wyatt Bunch. Our other daughter wasn't available for the picture, but you're with us in spirit, sugar. Hashtag baby 11, hashtag trusting God." This will be the second child that Keke and her husband Zechariah biologically share together. Their first being her 10th child, 2-year-old Kiriah. Congratulations again to Keke and Zachariah. Child, listen, Keke need to stop. I know that her cooch is tired and exhausted and just all these damn kids. How many kids are you gonna have, girl? 11. You need to stop now. Like you got, like you could literally, like you have a whole church choir, and that ain't even no shade. Like that's real shit. Like you got a whole church choir, girl. How many more kids do you intend on having, Keke? Them too damn many. I can only imagine what Christmas is like. I can only imagine what Thanksgiving is like, what birthdays is like. Like y'all need to have to hang out with your cousins. Y'all can hang out with each other. Okay, for real, y'all can hang out with each other, honey. Okay, because this is a hot mess. All these damn kids. Like, oh, 11, child. This girl got 11 kids. 11. So basically, because she ain't with the other dude no more, she with another dude named Zachariah. I didn't even know what her husband's name was, but apparently because he wanted some children, she gonna give him some. Baby, that need to be the last one. Tie your tubes. 11 kids? Whew. Girl. Child. Okay, girl. I guess you got a whole lot of love to give, Keke. I guess that's just what it is, child. So we're gonna get into the last story of the day. And this comes from Love B. Scott. This is the only article on here from Love B. Scott. And it's basically about the Wendy Williams show being canceled in June, and the Sherry Shepherd show will premiere this fall. So we're about to get into this article, and then we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna be up out of here, y'all. So the article reads: The Wendy Williams show is officially coming to an end in June. Sherry Shepherd's deal has been finalized, and the Sherry Shepherd show will now replace Wendy's this fall. Sources close to production exclusively tell Love B. Scott. The producers informed everyone that Wendy is being canceled at the end of June. Then, in the next breath, they hired everyone to work on a new Sherry show. Earlier this week, Wendy popped up on Instagram with a new video from a new account, and that wasn't just because she's trying to regain control of her personal narrative. The Wendy Show Instagram is no longer under her control. As LoveyScott.com previously reported, Wendy Show execs have been trying to end her show and find a suitable replacement for several years now, but to no avail. Our production sources tell us that Wendy has been checked out for quite some time and had become increasingly difficult to work with prior to her medical leave. Wendy had become unbearable, having tantrums and throwing things at people. Basically, the consensus among the crew is that she didn't want to be there anymore, and her illnesses may have caused that feeling. Despite Wendy's health battles and multiple hiatuses, Denmark Mercury decided to renew Wendy's show after their planned replacement, the Jerry O'Connell show, fell through with awful ratings. Now, it's clear if Wendy will make a return to her purple chair before her show ends, but we wish her all well in her um, recovery. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's all we got for Wendy Williams. And all I got to say is this, child. Sherry Shepherd came in, took your show, and now you got to deal with it at this point. And that ain't even me throwing no shade. It's just me saying you got to know when to go and you know when to fold. And at this point, you can't do it anymore. Like you're sick. You got to get your health together. You can't be getting up here trying to do this show. If anything, I feel like you have a good enough following that you can go into podcasting. You can film and record your podcast from your house, so you won't have to do a lot of moving. You could do that instead of getting up going to a studio every day. You can record from home and do a podcast there. You can take the Wendy Williams show to a podcast, and I feel like when you do your podcast, you can be able to be as free as you once was when you was on the radio. Because if we're going to be honest, as much as we couldn't stand Wendy Williams on the radio back in the gap, I mean, those interviews were classic. Whitney Houston, everybody. Wendy used to have people ready to whoop her ass. Axe total. She had it going. She had it going on back then. You got to admit that. So I feel like if she goes back to like if she goes into the podcasting world, she can get a podcast and then she could just be her unfiltered self as she used to be. Because now she had to, she's on daytime TV. She's not on the radio anymore. So she's on daytime where you got sponsors and shit and you got to watch what you say and do and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. So Wendy, I think that you could still make it. You may not be able to do the Wendy Williams show anymore, but you could do the Wendy Williams show in the podcast form, and then you can come back that way. And just let Sherry Shepherd have a moment. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. The Wendy Williams show has been around for over a decade now, and all good things must come to an end. And that's just how it is. That's how I felt when they canceled Living Single Child. So it is what it is, girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I really got for that. Sad to see you go, Wendy. As much as I can't stand you, I hate to see you go, child. But it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. You got to take care of yourself before you take care of that job. Because guess what? You see how sick you are, and they already got your replacement. That's what people tell me all the time. I be trying to go to work sick, depressed, mentally disturbed, everything else. But at the end of the day, if anything ever happened to me, they're going to continue on with their job and they're going to have my replacement ready. So just know that, Wendy. Focus on yourself because they already got your replacement and you sick as hell right now. Just remember that, okay? So with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And also click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my IG will be down below. But if you want me to follow you back on IG, which I do follow back on IG, all you have to do is hit me up in the DMs on Instagram, and I would definitely follow you back with the hashtag message Team Scotty. Hit me up with that message, and I will gladly follow you back because it will let me know that you're a part of the team. With that being said, you guys, your boy's out of here. Until my next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.